Oh man. No. Why are you doing this now, stupid phone? Hello. Good morning. Hello. Hey, James. um, hey, James. Hey, um, James. This catches the face. James, calm down. It's early in the morning. You can calm down. I explain. You, Hmm, James. Hey, hmm, James. I thought we both agreed that we will share. Basically, it's like this. Every point you and Sullivan to share. That's basically the gist of it. Look, anyways, we both, James, we both, our powers may come, we are weaklings compared to my little brother. Oh, then, don't have to boast about my power every time. There's a guy who is so nonchalant every time he flexes his abilities. Because he's not all powerful. When you are one of the most powerful keybladers in the universe. There has to be someone more powerful than me. Sullivan face palms as Atlas is nonchalant. Is that this? He doesn't believe he's the most powerful being keyblader in existence. When Atlas's actions have proved that he's more powerful. We're not even that powerful. Dude! You are powerful. Why are you? Again, Sullivan and you both agree that Atlas can practically overpowered many Keyblades, even Sonic, Riku, and Kyrie at once. And yet, Atlas, Atlas always doubts his abilities. The same goes with you. Oh, hey James. And then James was startled as Atlas just appears out of nowhere. Hey James. Atlas, what did I say about you teleporting? Not to? But there's no way you can stop me, Bigfoot Sullivan. After all, I'm the head of my family. Of course you are. Josie, you're gonna pull rank on me? You betcha. Hey, James, James. He's actually a bit of a lord. Uh, Atlas is considered as one of the most powerful Keyblade Master, as he is a self-trained Keyblade Master. Hurt my brother, and you will be regretted, Lucas. Atlas's tone got dark and deep as as James learned the hard way of what happens if you threaten a member of Atlas's family. Atlas goes berserk. Whoa. Hmm. And I'm oh, hello Oblivion. Welcome to my stream. Wait, what? Hey Oblivion. Oh my man. Need to finish setting. You guys hold on for a sec. Because I have to finish a, a story on a game. Whew. Sorry about that. And the fact I spoil your daughter. Also, Lucas, Lucas, lay a hand on. I will use this on. That was a lightsaber. Lucas, don't make Atlas mad. Hey, Oblivion. I I actually have an idea of when Atlas will actually be introduced to basically the Black Eagles group as the epilogue. Atlas will actually make an appearance. As you'll actually make a subtle appearance in the finale to help save Solo. When I mean subtle, I mean really subtle. Like Atlas has this ability, something that his soul resonance can do, which he has the ability to amplify of his ability. No, you can't, Lucas. Not against me. I can do much worse than anyone. Who do you think sent Sullivan into the realm of darkness in the first place? Why do you think Sullivan covers one of his eyes? Why do you think he wears the blindfold? And At- Atlas used the power of his ancestors to illuminate the lumber. The seal of the other increases the wielder's strength, mental power, magic, and gives an unstoppable will. Oh, hi, Felix. Lucas is trying to fight with Sullivan again, and he's making Atlas angry. He's trying to get me mad, and Sullivan is about to freak out. Lucas, you do not want to pick a fight with Atlas. He will destroy you. He doesn't even need to do much. All he has to do is just destroy your mind with a single thought. Hmm. Let's just say James has already calmed down. It's Lucas that's the problem. He's trying to pick a fight with Atlas, of all people. Hmm. Oh, Oblivion. Ah, if if you saw later art of Atlas versus Xehanort, basically Xehanort destroyed the House of Lumber while he struck down Atlas. But he's the irony Oblivion. I basically Atlas he basically used Rassilon. No, he used Xehanort in order to survive the last great time war. Basically, Atlas played Xehanort. And his unstoppable will could not be destroyed. It went into killing Lucius Cross, so his brother. when when Testament and his friends first met Atlas, they thought he was weird. That is actually how most of Atlas's meetings usually go. Atlas shows up and starts saying a few clever things, which confuses a lot of people. Atlas is no ordinary keep leader. He's the keeper of the Book of Prophecies. Yeah. But since Atlas is a kind of autism and ADHD, but he's also a Pisces. Hmm. I had no idea I was a member of Alien's team at all, actually. Oh, Oblivion. You, you notice the image that's that's on the screen, right? That's actually my Kingdom Hearts. That's my Kingdom Hearts 3 look, like my new outfit. Of course, I have a couple of new outfits. This one I don't exactly have a gacha design for. Hmm. This is my third incarnation. It's me when I don't have my glasses on. Hmm. Hmm. As a time note, I can cheat death. Hmm. But I'm also there's also a reason why Atlas cannot be a part of Kingdom Hearts 1, 2 at all. There's a reason because I was struck that I was basically my nobody looks like. I can't pronounce his name, but with him, Xehanort really does not like that much because he finds that Atlas's power is a threat to him. Basically, all of the other heroes of light he was able to handle eventually. The one person he needed to take out the one person they needed out of the picture first was Atlas. They saw Atlas as a threat. Someone that can actually work behind the scenes. And that's exactly what Atlas's nobody did. Hmm. Hey, can you blame Sullivan's not a scumbag? Because he's been he hasn't had any human interactions at all. He was cast into the realm of darkness by Atlas because he was possessed by a greater darkness than Xehanort. I kinda had no choice but to cast my own brother into the realm of darkness. And trust me, I did not. And is that you see, Sullivan was one he was once the former vessel for Darkrai until I cast him out into the realm of darkness. This is why Darkrai can never destroy Sullivan. Because Darkrai's life is tied to Sullivan's. A little trick Atlas did. He bind Darkrai's life force to his own brother, and thus protecting Sullivan from being harmed. This is why Sullivan has always escaped unscathed, because Darkrai's own power protects him. That is smart. What do you think? I basically played Darkrai. This is why Sullivan has always been able to take any attacks. But there's only one that could. But Atlas can never attack it. But here's the thing about Atlas. Rashawn used a blood pact against Atlas, one that his ancestor made, which prevents Atlas from raising a hand against Rashawn. And thus, every time Atlas tries to go full reach his full power, he feels excruciating pain in his. I'm not sure if it's the left or right. You know, you guys notice how Atlas usually wears gloves, right? That's one of the reasons. Because on one of his arms, there's a blood pack. I think I can. So basically, I can use it in my room to represent it. One moment. Need to wrap it. This is how it's like. Wrap around my hand. This is how it's usually like. A, a chain that grows tighter every time I try to fight raise against face Rush. Think of Dumbledore and Grindelwald. Think of those two. And the irony is, Atlas never made the blood pact. Was his ancestor. But don't worry, the blood pact will be broken. Hmm. And Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm getting a heart free, guys. Hello? I'm getting a heart free. When Atlas was when Atlas and his friends were facing Venus Hellbringer, the Bane of Gallifrey, who was working for Rathmore, Atlas protected his friends, who shattered the blood pack. When that happened, for the first time in many years, Atlas will not hold back. You see, Atlas' own name has been erased from his own people's history. Literally, Rassilon tried to wipe out his own family. But irony, Atlas belongs to the Lumber family, one of the oldest families on Gallifrey. But the irony is the Lumbers are basically cursed to never die. So every time Rassilon Felici kills a Lumber, they can survive somehow. By pure coincidence. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, hey Oblivion. I bet you didn't know that Aguilar's girlfriend, the one that usually appears in his videos, is actually Atlas's cousin. Artie Aurora. And her father. You won't believe who her father is. Her father is a pillar of the universe. The madman with a box. The doctor of war. Doctor Who. Doctor Who. Doctor Who. That's a unique piece of art is Lord that her father is literally a pillar of the whole universe. This is why most of Atlas's family are pretty powerful. Due to the fact that they come from a long line of powerful warriors. Hmm. And Oblivion, Atlas will have a plan. Atlas is part of a secret group of heroes. Not, I believe I made a post on it. Somewhere in my posts. They are called Team Legacy. They are a group of selective members. I'm not sure who are the members, but it's a selective group. And there's a reason why this group is. And here's the irony no one knows about them. This is a group that works on the down low. Hmm. Not even only a few are aware of it. Like Singe, who has a mass version of this, but they the base of operations is called Megaflight, an ancient Gallifreyan space station that has been lost to history. There is no record of it, because it was on purpose for that. Let's just say Atlas's ancestor, Loon de Lumbero, or Utinoi as he was better known as, believe he appeared in one of my shorts. It's smart. Hey James, I actually have a clever idea. James? Hey James, I have a clever idea. So I think that Sullivan and James usually does whenever they're with Everett. They try to impress her and outdo each other. See ya. Hmm. Hey James, I have an idea that Sullivan and James are pretty competitive. And they compete of who's the better husband with Everett. But well, so due to the fact that Sullivan is basically rich thanks to his family's money, hmm, there's no way James can win when it comes to gifts. Beat that, James. Since Sullivan and James share Everett, of course there is Isaac who actually fights Everett for Sullivan. He's kind of hoping with the two girls. And as irony as it, Sullivan has no idea about her, but Isaac's love for him. Not yet. It's kind of a whole thing. Hmm. And then it's also due to the fact that every time Isaac hears Sullivan's sort of British like accent, she passes out. It's a kind of thing. It's kind of a whole thing. James? Hey, James. James. Question. What is your opinion about Alex Baxter, Sullivan's little brother and a self-trained Keyblade master? Hmm. Hey, Akio. I just saw Everett hugging Sullivan. She didn't know the change, but she got so jealous that she charged at Everett and punched her in the face. What the? Hmm. Everett, dang, dang. Everett and Aya always fight over Sullivan. The reason why, in in the basis of my lore, Sullivan did knew Everett a bit longer, but James married her first because Sullivan was cast into the realm of darkness due to Dark Eyes interference. This is the whole reason, at least in my lore, why though Everett and Sullivan's marriage though was not exactly up to them. It was actually an arranged marriage by Ivan. Political. Atlas and Sullivan's father Ivan Braxeter basically had a political marriage for Everett and Sullivan. And the irony is James has no idea that it was Atlas's father who was the one reason why Sullivan ever married. Sullivan didn't want to marry Everett because she had already was married. But due to his father's political being a businessman, well, Sullivan kinda had no choice but to listen. And Everett was not too thrilled about this. And Atlas, he didn't even know until it was too late. This is why when it comes to Ivan, things are complicated. Right, Felix? It makes sense because think about Atlas and his family are basically nobility. So a political marriage is kind of understandable. And the irony is, Everett knew that if Sullivan ever came back from the realm of darkness, that she would be forced to marry the girl crush. Even though she had a crush on both Sullivan and James Gordon. She kinda had no other choice. But thanks to Atlas, though, Atlas did allow Everett to marry James first off, though. He was heartbroken. He knew James could cheer her up. Even though his father, Ivan, was not too thrilled about that. He believed Atlas was breaking political things, ruining a big chance of business for him. But even though Ivan may be a government official, when it comes to things about family and whole marriages things, Atlas is the one in charge about that. I will try to explain later the best I could. Wait, so your marriage was